Hi, I'm Old Sneelock. Welcome to another episode of Old Sneelock's Workshop. One of the things that I'm pretty sure all of us have to go through is trying to figure out where to put things, how to store them. Various shops have to be organized different ways. Well, for a lot of us, the pickup truck is one of our shops, if not the shop. And I have not been using this one for business so much. I do the occasional run to the antique store, run to the flea market just to bring home something to make a project out of, or bring home some boards or something like that. But I used to drive a pickup truck for business. That's what I did. And I had the thing set up so that I could get what I needed out of it. I was doing supervisor work, so I had paper and I had pencils and I had all the things you need for administrative stuff. Also had a computer in there. I had a battery charger for the computer. I had it set up so that I could run the computer while I was sitting in the truck. I didn't do it while I was driving. That'd be kind of stupid. But I wanted to have it so that I could do all the computerized stuff in the truck. That made me think, okay, every time I get a truck, it's going to have at least one port. Well, this truck has 3, so it fits that description pretty well. It's got a short box, which is more than enough because I found that most of the time I'm hauling around things that are about that size. Occasionally you have something bigger, and I've got plans going to make a rack for the back of the truck so I can haul longer stuff. Pipe, 2x4s, trim pieces, those kind of things. But one of the little things that bugged me when I got the truck was there was no inside storage space. So I do have this armrest that's got a place to put things. And I keep stuff in there. When I bought the truck, the armrest was broken. I had to fix that. I'll put a link to doing that in the description. And I had to put a brace across the bottom, which is not anything I had seen anybody else do, but I built one and braced it up and made it so that I didn't have to worry about the bottom breaking out of the thing, and I'll put a link to that in the description also. One of the easiest things I did that actually took the most thinking was putting this little holder here. Now, it's not much. It's just a little plastic box, but it fits right on the tunnel and sits there and does a good job. The only thing it doesn't do, it doesn't have any way to anchor it down. It has these little rubber feet on it, which make it so it doesn't necessarily slide real easy, but it falls off. If you're going down a gravel road and hit a good sized bump, over she goes. So I used to put the trash bag around this post and up on the bottom of that post and kind of tie this to that. That works, but it's awkward. Well, I have some hook and loop tape that should work quite well to anchor this down. I know I just need to put the hooks glued to the bottom of this thing so that it'll catch into the carpet and anchor it down. So that's the project I'm going to do today. Just going to fix up my truck a little bit and make organization a little bit easier so life goes on. This is the console tray out of the Colorado. It didn't come with a Colorado. It's something that I bought because you can never have enough storage, right? So this sits on the tunnel where the transmission is, and it works pretty good, except it's sitting on carpet. These little gripper feet do pretty well on a flat, smooth surface when it's got a lot of weight in it. But when you're bouncing around, especially in a truck that's moving, this tends to walk all over that center console. Now, I don't drive like a maniac, at least not always, and that means that most of the time this just sits there fine. But there are times that I wanted to just sit and stay. Actually, all the time I wanted to just sit and stay. So I thought, well, okay, what do I do? A few years ago, actually quite a while ago, I had a different truck. And on the back of the truck seats, it had carpeting, like the carpet on the floor. And it was kind of nice. When I took a piece of Velcro and stuck it onto whatever item I wanted to have stay in place, I could hang it on the back of the driver's seat. And it was right there. Happened to be a club cab, so that meant that I could just open the door, lean the seat forward, take off whatever I wanted off the back of the seat, right there handy, and it never fell, it never moved, it just stayed there wherever I stuck it. And I thought, okay, I'll get some Velcro. And I looked down in the basement because I have a can of Velcro somewhere down here. It's a coffee can, you know, good size old Maxwell House coffee can that is packed full of Velcro. When I worked at Product Action, we had tubs that came in, junk tubs. And they had Velcro as the means of securing them. Well, they threw out the tubs, so I stripped off the Velcro and brought it home. That's the problem of having too much stuff. I can't find that can anywhere. So I went to Myers and I bought this. And I'm going to take this, I'm going to put one there. And I'm going to put one here. And I have to make sure and push on it because this has got these little nubs on it, which gives it traction, you know, that makes it so it works better on a smooth surface. But when I'm trying to stick something to it, like these Velcro tabs, it means that it only sticks on top of the nubs unless I push it way down in. So that's what we're doing. And before you think it, or maybe you've already thought of it because you're faster than I am, the carpeting has got depth to it, so it'll reach in past these little hills and valleys and grab a hold of that hook. And then I have two more, and then that's it. I have Velcro there. And since this is a little triangular tab on here, I can just wrap it around the edges and make it so it sticks better. And then another one here. Okay, 4 Velcro tabs should work pretty well. Now let's take it out the truck and see how it works. It no longer sticks on a smooth surface. And I have quite a bit of the loop stuff. This, I suppose, would act as bumpers on a door that I didn't want to have bang when it closed. And I will take these and put them away and lose them forever. There, much better. Much less likely to tip it off over into the passenger side, or even worse, down on the driver's side as I'm going down the road. Just a quick tip to make your life easier. If you have any suggestions for new video, questions about today's video, or any of the other videos on the channel, just drop a note in the comments. You know I read them all. Thanks for watching.
This video is not to be viewed by anyone under the age of 13 in the U.S. or 16 in the European Union without the express written permission of the parents or the legal guardians of the underage person. Such written permission must be on file at the local government entity in charge of enforcing the rules and regulations established by the FTC. Anyone violating these terms is admitting by default that they hold harmless the owners and operators of this channel. Any and all questions should be addressed to your local branch of the FTC.